So let's go and start working with a bit more complex models. Let's say that we want to have a concept of an order and we want to have some information on the order. So we're going to call the title orders. And we have things like order ID and I don't know, customer ID. Okay? We can set them as fields, separate fields, or let's go ahead and put them on the UI. Let's say ID and customer ID. And we need to be very aware of case. I'm going to copy it from here to here. And in our browser, we'll be able to see that we have 5 ABC. Okay, let's say order and add a BR and say customer. Okay, order, yeah, let's add the BR before, just better organization. So we have order 5 and customer ABC. Now, this can get very cumbersome very fast, so I can actually group these two properties into an object. I can say here, order is equal a new object. That's how you do with curly brackets. And then I'll put these two inside it. You know what I'm saying? That's before that. Just let's save over here what we've done, and then we'll be able to see the changes. So let's go ahead and review the changes so far. We've added the order ID and the customer ID members. Great, let's commit it. But now let's go ahead and change it to group them into an object. So I'm going to say order, and then I'm going to say equals and 2 curly brackets. By doing that, I've actually defined an object, and in it I can set properties. So I'm going to take the order ID and customer ID, place them both over here. Let's put it all under the title so it's going to be organized. And instead of equals, I'm going to use colon, and instead of semicolon, I'm going to use comma. Okay, because I'm setting properties on an object that I'm just creating. Now, in our template, instead of saying order ID, I'm going to say order.order ID, referring to this order and this order ID under that order. So I'm going to say order.order ID, order.customer ID, and let's refresh our page. And we can see that it's still working exactly the same, but now our code is more organized. The order information is grouped underneath the order. Let's look at the changes. So we've created an order member, and instead of having those members separately, we've put them both within that order object that we've created. And in our template, we used order dot to access its members. Perfect.